up TikTok? What's up YouTube? Let's get it. You know, after streaming like this, I can see the comments and the chat. Oh shit. If you want to comment, I have to comment on my YouTube. That's where I'm running my video to. The video is coming through YouTube, but the game is coming too. So it's a live game either way. If you want to comment, you have to comment through my YouTube. Oh no, I forgot right here. Tripping. Yeah.
That end of the court, too. As so often is the case, he made his presence felt throughout the evening. Guys?
Okay, Ali, thanks a lot. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Salon, he's checked in for San Antonio. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to the prodigy. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Simmons, the pass to Duncan. Here's Wagner. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Spurs lead by 6. Here's the prodigy. Hawkins. He's now 6 of 10 from the field. The Magic have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And out of bounds, the Spurs will take it. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, Paolo Banchero.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Orlando making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Throw it down!
Oh! Yeah, the lift Banchero gets is unreal. Almost like he glides it in for the slam.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam?
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Hayes, the pass to Wagner. Back to Hayes. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Here's Salon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Salon, he's got his first points of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And then Carroll gets it to go.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Here's the prodigy. No good with the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Well, Grant, it's 6'10", 250.
Oh! trying to cut into the deficit. He wouldn't normally attempt to dunk that difficult, but he's trying to spark this team right now.
And you know, it's something he does for them night in, night out. From 12 feet, here's Wagner. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Wagner's got 7.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's see some of the numbers here for Paolo Banchero. Here's Harper. He's got 5. There's the Prodigy. Fires in the triple. The Prodigy's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Banchero. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Salon.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And the Prodigy gets it to go.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Black passes to Kessler. Now here's Banchero. And he lobs it up. And finished off by Kessler.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Hayes finds Kessler. Here's Banchero. Banchero uses his size down there.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
So we conclude the first half. It's the Spurs up 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Welcome to halftime. First, let's take a look at the injuries this team has been dealing with. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points early or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Orlando Magic.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Harper. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Moody is out there with Anthony Black. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. San Antonio shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Magic foul. Moses Moody. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. Number 10. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Magic trail by 8. Launches it. Ooh, the smooth three from Moody.
A bigger guy who makes intelligent passes. Nice feed from Wagner.
Here's the Prodigy. And the layup is good off the glass. The Prodigy's got 25 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Orlando shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And here are the Magic now, trailing by 4. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Wagner's got 9.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Here's the Prodigy. Oh, Kessler with the block. Oh, here's Moody. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that?
Bringing out the hammer.
That's how you finish.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have a hug of momentum now to finish this comeback.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. 5th best, Paolo Banchero.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game. Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Orlando has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the 3rd. Pass to Wagner. Banchero outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. San Antonio leading. There's the drive. The Prodigy can't hit.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Wagner, the pass to Kessler. Now here's Wagner. The D's right on him. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Wagner's got 6 in the quarter.
And Wagner is money from there.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Salah. Here's Harper. Here's the Prodigy. And the 3 off target.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Black outside. Pass to Kessler. And here's Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Banchero. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Banchero's got 11 points.
And Banchero can score from all 3 levels. And this versatility makes him a dangerous offensive weapon.
Moody gets one inside.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Here's the Prodigy. That's 29 for him. No good on the triple. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
So for the Magic, Hayes is checked in for Kessler. Kolek comes in for Moody. And Simmons is subbed in for Black. And San Antonio with a change here too. Smith's checked in. Pass to Wagner. Let's go with a three. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's the Prodigy. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. The Prodigy's got 10 points in just the second half. The steal.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Back to Smith. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Milwaukee will be traveling to face them after this game. Wagner for 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Magic out in front. There. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the...
Spurs trail by 7. So on the floor for San Antonio. Harper out there with Jake LaRavia. And it's Salon in at the power forward position. Here's the Prodigy. Takes the 3. San Antonio again can't hit.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Moody on the wing. He's covered by LaRavia. Banchero in the post. Wagner! The 3 is off. Spurs trail by 7. And there's the drive. Oh, no good on the layup.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Now Kessler.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
And the Spurs making a change here. Castle's checked in.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Oh, he cannot hit.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
The triple drop.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Wagner outside. The 3 ball is down.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Black, right side. Outside Moody. Kessler outside. Now here's Black. He's closely guarded. Excellent defense, forcing that big miss. Misses the 3.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Picked it out of midair.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Banchero. Moody. Oh, he comes right back with a 3 of his own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
takes a three. Kessler with a rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the trifecta.
He got off to a slow start, but it appears he's found his touch from beyond the arc.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Teams in the penalty.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And San Antonio has possession. He launches. The three is in.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shots. Just keep letting it rain.
Doing that
Yeah,
shit.
just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Motherfucker, stupid motherfucker.
And so he
doing
drops
that
them
shit,
both,
man.
and it's a
What the
5-point
fuck is wrong
game.
with you?
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game?
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're down by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Fuck y'all. Y'all wanna cheat me, bitch? I'm gonna cheat you right back. Watch. Cheat you right back, you fucking pussy ass bitch.